What's up, everybody? It's Concrete Zebra with Craftmaster Productions. Today we're going to be doing a quick little trip down to Lowe's. This is a response to a request from subscriber Platinum Grade 87. They wanted a more specific look at the materials and the costs of the studio acoustic treatment panels. So we're going to go ahead and go to Lowe's and show you guys that. A quick pro tip is, if you have a Home Depot in your town, I'm just gonna go to Lowe's because it's a little bit closer. But if you have a Home Depot, go to Home Depot because you could save, $2, $3, sometimes $4 on some of these different items. And with the amount of stuff that you're gonna get, depending on the size of your room, you're gonna want to try to save as much money as you can because it could wind up being, 10 or 20 bucks. So there's that. I want to say what's up to all the new subscribers. I got like 76 in the past week. That's amazing. I was hoping to get something like 100 subscribers in the first 4 months. So you guys are amazing me. You guys are showing me that there's a market for that stuff, and that led me to go ahead and bring up www.studio1tutorials.com. I have a full website up with all the videos. I'm going to be uploading sample packs up there, drum packs. I'm going to have, MIDI packs, specialized tutorials, and, not just a bunch of stuff to sell, but a bunch of free stuff too, because that's really what I'm all about, is just passing on this knowledge and helping everybody become the best producer that they can as quickly as possible. So we're going to go and head over to the hardware store now. So for tools, you're going to need a razor knife. You can just go ahead and get the cheapest one that you could find. Doesn't need to be anything crazy. It just needs to hold the blade and do the job. You're also going to need to get a simple hammer. Again, nothing crazy. You don't got to get the best one. Just something to drive some framing nails. You're going to want to get a tape measure. You don't need a really long one because you probably won't have any ceiling heights that are higher than 8 feet. So 12 foot will work just fine. You're going to want to get a tape measure. You don't need a really long one because you probably won't have any ceiling heights that are higher than 8 feet. So 12 foot will work just fine. You want to get a level so you can make sure that you have your panels square. And you want to get a building square so you can also square up the corners. And you'll need a wood saw for cutting the furring strips. You're also going to need a staple gun. It doesn't have to be the most expensive one, but get one in the $20 range that's heavy duty, that can do the longer staples. And then you also want to make sure that you get a decent amount of staples because you're going to be using a lot of them. To hang your panels, you're going to want to use this product called monkey hooks. They just push right into the drywall. You flip them around and you get that hook right there shown in the diagram on D. And you're going to need some steel picture wire so that you can put it on the back of the panel, and then that's what you'll attach to the actual hook. You're going to want to get some 1 1/4 screws so you can have something to wrap the hanger wire around. And you're going to want to get some 3D 1 1/4 nails, these thin ones right here, for building the frames to the panels. You're going to want to get a few rolls of this pre-cut outdoor flooring. And the reason why I use this is because it's really thin and it was easy to wrap around the frames, and it completely does the job. For the inside of the panels, you can use what I used. It's this styrofoam insulation. And what it is you're going to make a frame. Then you'll put the frame on top of that, trace the inside of the frame, and then cut this to fit the inside of the frame, and then you wrap it, with the carpet or whatever fabric you choose. I choose to use the thicker one. I got a much better response with it. It's $13.98 a sheet. For my room that you guys see on the site, I used 2 sheets of this. I bought 3, but I used 2 and had 1 left over. So, for an 11 by 10 room, that works perfectly fine. And then for wood, you're going to want to get the 1 by 2 by 8 foot These are just called regular furring strips. You don't want to get what's called drywall strips because they're not treated as well. Make sure you get the pressure treated ones. You know, these are going to go in your home. The thing you want to make sure when you're picking these out is you want to look down them and make sure that you don't have any awkward bows in the wood. Like this one here, you see how that's bowing? You want to find a straight one. Take your time. You know, they have plenty of them. Get the straightest ones that you possibly can, because remember, these are going to make frames. And that's what your insulation is going to sit inside. Alright, so there you guys have it. That's everything that I use to build what I have in my room. Depending on the size of your room, depending on how many panels you have, is going to depend on your price. I spent roughly $200 on what I did, and it was totally worth it. You know, if you need to see tutorials on how to frame things or how to build them, I'm going to include in the description a link to the video that I got my inspiration from. And if you do a little searching on how to make acoustic panels, you're going to notice that the nicer ones use a different and much more expensive insulation material than I did. You know, because I have a knowledge of building and how things come together, I was able to find something comparable. You know, you're not building a studio to record bands in and to get this, you know, this crazy platinum sound. You're building a project studio, something to get a great mix in. And if you listen to my earlier tutorials, you know, the first 2 or 3 that I dropped, compared to the ones that I dropped after I, you know, did the acoustic treatment upgrade, you'll hear the difference in what those panels can do for you. So I know that they're not, you know, the best and, you know, craziest, you know, $3,000 room treatment, but they are very effective and you will get amazing results. I promise you that. So thanks for watching. This is Concrete Zebra, and we'll see you on the next one.